Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Antonella and we're talking about empowerment. But in empowerment, there's a lot of different facets that are involved because we are humans, right? And so we have a mind, we have a body, we have spiritual stuff going on. We have lots of things happening and it's all happening at once. And so it's important that we get to know ourselves inside and out so that we have more control over what's happening in our lives and how we react to things. So today I wanted to talk about foods. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. What I am is someone who started the journey of paying attention to what she eats, and I started seeing a connection with the way things would react or the way things would have me react. So for example, if I choose to eat bread, and I love me my bread, but if I choose to eat white bread, I am going to be in pain within 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I'm going to bloat like a balloon and my bones will start to hurt. Never would have thought to connect eating bread with the pain in my bones. And so that's an important thing for me to know, because if that happens, I'm not thinking, oh, maybe something's wrong with me, maybe I'm sick. No, girl, you ate bread. So it's really important that we find out how things affect our body. Now, we all hear sugar. Sugar is like crack. Most of us love sugar. And again, I'm going to share about me. If I choose to eat a bagel in the morning, or I choose to eat something sweet like a donut, like empty carbs, lots of sugar, I'm off to the races. All day, all I'm gonna do is eat sugar like I have no control, like I am a drug fiend, okay? Bigger than that though is I started noticing when I do that, I feel like I'm crawling out of my skin. And that's important to know too. And the reason why I want you to start paying attention to how these things affect your body is because if you don't, you may assign a different meaning to it, because we all have the reasoning mind and we assign meanings to things. So before I knew how I reacted to sugar and empty carbs, I would have these feelings of anxiety, and it would kickstart my nervous system, and I would think maybe there's danger, something's happening, doom is coming. It would really freak me out, Now I know, okay, I ate the wrong thing. I need to drink water. I need to ride this thing out. Or I might say, as good as that thing looks, I'm just choosing not to eat it today because I don't want to feel like crap. So it's really important that you pay attention to how your body reacts to certain foods, because everybody's different. We hear sugar's so bad, and it pretty much is, but it's so good, right? And that's the thing. And also, sugar and empty carbs fire the receptors in our brain, and so what happens is it releases chemicals, the feel-good chemicals, the reward chemicals, and so we want more of that. And that is why there's people who perhaps were addicted to drugs or alcohol and now they're in recovery. So they find that they're eating a lot of sugars, juices, and that kind of thing, because it is firing some of the same receptors that the drugs and alcohol were firing. And so again, these things are really important to know so that you can become more empowered and more in control of how things are affecting you. So what I would suggest is, for a week, or ideally at least 2 weeks, keep a journal of everything you eat, and very soon after you eat it, journal about it. Just keep a little notebook. Hey, I ate 2 cups of rice and, some vegetables. And just then pay attention to what your body feels, because it will let you know what's happening. But because we have, a lot of things happening in our world, we don't pay attention, or we got other things going on, or we don't connect. And it's really important that we connect. Again, if I didn't know, or when I didn't know that bread hurts my bones, maybe I could have went to the doctor and he would have said, oh, well, you have fibromyalgia. And I would have probably believed him, maybe, you know? And so it's important. Again, if my nervous system is revved up, if I'm feeling anxious, we're going to call it anxiety, but really I'm reacting to food, then I know that if someone approaches me with something, I may react in a way that isn't my norm or isn't in my best interest because my nervous system is revved up. So once I know that, I can make a different choice. I can choose not to eat that thing, or I can choose to eat that thing earlier on, or I can choose to eat it and then know, okay, this thing is going to happen, so I need to be calm. I'm not really reacting to the interaction I'm having with the other person. I'm reacting, my body's reacting and releasing chemicals. So I just wanted to give you a little information on that. If you have questions about that or you want to go in deeper about that, please post on my YouTube channel and I will answer all your questions. But it will be a great journey to discover how your body reacts to sugar, how to carbs, to anything that you tend to eat a lot of. Be really interesting because we know ourselves, but not really. Because we're dealing with life, right? All these other things. And then if you have a partner in your world, if you have children, if you're living with other people, and then you have maybe work, we have all this other stuff happening. And as we become more clear about what's happening for us and more transparent, then we'll know, okay, this doesn't belong to me, or this is what's happening. Oh, it's not that my partner's getting on my nerves. It is that I ate bread and now I feel like crawling out of my skin. Oh, so maybe I won't flip on him or her, or, you know, I won't react that way. So, thanks for joining me. Again, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get your comments. And actually, I'd love if you posted how your body reacts to certain things. And again, everyone's different. And so empty carbs may not affect you that way. But because you are in a body, you will be affected by what you consume, right? So thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you soon. Have an awesome day. Bye.